today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Play action, Stafford. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. To throw again on second down, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Airing it out deep for Woods. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game.
They're trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Stafford. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll roll him out right. Finding some room at midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 8 on the Texans have taken the early lead. So now the Texans will go for the 2-point conversion. Fields. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Throwing is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. On 1st down, Stafford here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, look,
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Stafford, it's caught by OBJ. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap, Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game. But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later? Who would that be? That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him? I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right? Yeah, I think he's doing okay. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete. And Gay knocks this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it. Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields escaping the pressure right. Open man there is Collins, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the it. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Smith to return it. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. On the return, Tremont Smith. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. Now it's Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And this will be a Texans 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Fields sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Flushed out right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They snap it to Fields. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10. Stafford, throw left side, complete to Cup. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2.
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Leonard Floyd in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are right back in this football game. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stafford. He's going to air one out. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. Over the middle to Beckham. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And he will get out of bounds, so nice work after the catch. That gets him really good yardage, and they stop the clock as well. From the 50, here's Fields. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fields now to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be taken at the 10. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now Fields. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead.
4 or 5 picks.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has this...
I had to blame at least half of them on myself, I feel like. But still, holy fuck. So, hey, 7-1's a good place, no matter what. I feel like it. No injuries to report. That's good.
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's where Rap a Lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy.